tu samemuwe na mwana wende bono tu samemuwe una memuwe je bono memuwe una memuwe je bono memuwe ah je bono ah je bono memuwe je bono metusana je bono metusana je bono ya kaina wala de la diamana ya kaima wala de la diamana ibentona jebono ibentona jebono ibentona jebono metusana we metusana we metusana Namwanu wajebono kwa wetuya Late mayi wajebono Late mayi wajebono Late mayi wajebono Name maila jebono Name maila wajebono Jejebono 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 Late mayi wajebono Una jebono Una jebono Una jebono Ana mono wajebono tusa na memana kebi abentuoni edunya wajebono boy jebono kena kamera unya ya daye uswa ya mundo uto ya muma unya ya daye de ya muma de gopona kwa mai de ya muma de gopona kwa mai uto ya muma uswa ya mundo unya ya daye manabo una jebono kena kamelo una jebono na kamelo nambe mawe jebono nambe mawe jebono nambe mawe jebono nambe mawe jebono nambe mawe dunya we jebono boye namanu we jebono boye wataba we jebono boye wamusu we jebono boye jebono kena kamelo jebono no kena kamelo jebono no kena kamelo jebono kena kamelo jebono kena kamelo mwako muma jebono kena kamelo mwako muma jebono yako muma kema abenuna jebono yako muma kema abenuna ya kaima wala tele diamana ya kaima wala tele mamana late manyiwe jonja manyiwe jebono una jebono memuwe jebono kena kamelo jebono late mayi jebono late mayi jebono ah jebono ye aya jebono kena kamelo jebono kena
in crisis. The masses of the people are dying for curable diseases. 5 years along the line, they are reducing the budget of the health sector. In this year's budgetary appropriation, the health sector has received reduction of budgetary appropriation. The masses of the people are neglected and abandoned. 5 years along the line, the education sector is in status. 5 years along the line, the University of Liberia is in feculence. 5 years along the line, Federal Liberia. 5 years along the line, the 19,736 employees of the education sector of the Republic are subjected to 92 million, while the final ministry of 920 staffers have experienced astronomical budgetary increment from 60 million to 152 million.
Yo! 5 years government has failed us. Yo! Say enough is enough. Yo!
5 years along the line, more than 16,000 students at the University of Liberia, 1,759 employees at the University of Liberia continue to be subjected to 17 million, while the President of the Republic of Liberia, a single individual budget is increasing from 2 million to 5 million. 5 years along the line, there is nothing called happiness in the Republic of Liberia.
Of the state.
5 years along the line, the legacy is corruption. If it is not 16 billion, it is 25 million. If it is not 25 million, it's the abuse of the 24.8 million intended for the national reform. And we are disappointed in the national legislature that they can come here and conspire against the Liberian people to backdate an agreement, while the element Minister Tue was caught in a GSC report, but the elements here do not have the balls to bring that monster criminal to tax and subject him beyond the rusty bar.
You are letting loot us.
So 5 years along the line, we have come to inform the Liberian people, we have come to inform the national legislature that on July 26th, the Student Unification Party will boycott the July 26th and organize the masses of the Liberian people in the street to protest in demand of structural repair in their conditions and in demand of fixing the country, because the country is not at the service of the Liberian people. In this life, fellow Liberians and fellow students, we will turn over to the Secretary General of the Student Unification Party. We will present the Chairman of the Student Unification Party. To present the petition of the Student Unification Party. We will have legitimizing the position of the Student Unification Party. Because we are about to take the masses of the people.
Viva! Social justice, academic freedom, viva! Comrades and friends, fellow Liberians, members of the Liberian Senate, fellow pressmen and women, from the inner sanctum of the Student Unification Party, we convey to you our fraternal greetings. And today we've come not just to demonstrate our dismay, not just to demonstrate our disappointment in the way the affairs of the Liberian society have been run for the last 5 years under the We Are stewardship, but we've come to say to the legislature as well that giving responsibility by the mass of the Liberian people to come here and to represent them means that you have to work in the best interest of the people by performing laws and policies that will improve their well-being or their welfare. But the last 5 years have been different. They have been different. So a few days ago, by member of the 31st Central Committee and Politburo of the Student Unification Party, the chairman of the Student Unification Party gave a position statement on the issue of independence celebration this year. And we are very emphatic and unequivocal. There is nothing worth celebration or nothing worth to be celebrated this year independence. And there's not just the first time of the Student Unification Party for those of you who want to ask. 2018, we boycotted independence celebration because the president refused to declare his asset. And here we are again. 5 years down the line, the hallmark of governance in the society is corruption. Mendacity and plundering of the state resources at the disadvantage of the mass of the Liberian people who suffer the heft of poverty in this country. So it is against the backdrop that we've come here today to decisively address the issue of corruption precisely at Legix. A few weeks ago, the AICC submitted a final report of the investigation of corruption saga at Legix, the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Sewer, and the list go on. But it was amazing to note that since then, the president of this country was heard on a local radio decisively defending corruption. And the Minister of Justice or the Ministry of Justice has done nothing to prosecute those who are being indicted by the AICC. So today we've come as part of our campaign launch a few days ago to face this country. Facing this country is facing a legislature that will do the business of the Liberian people. Facing this country means you have to deal decisively with the issue of corruption and bad governance. Well, 5 years down the line, State Department report on this country has been very wrong and it has been tragic. The issue of human rights, corruption, rule of law, everything, Liberia is lagging behind. Liberia is lagging behind. So as an institution bestowed with the spirit to struggle for the dignity of our people by history, we are here today to give a position statement on the corruption saga at Legix. Professor Francis Ray is Lieutenant General or Director General in Wilmer Smith and that of Lawrence Josh. They both caught in a cobweb of corruption and nothing is being done. So we've come to implore the Liberian Senate that you have to pressure the Ministry of Justice to ensure that these people account for everything they've done against the interests of the society. So at this point, before we usher in the chairman, you must understand that on the 26th, we are clear with this message that we'll boycott independence and we'll be having a mass protest rally. We've talked to the security apparatus.
Are you getting me?
On 26th of last year, we were tortured, we were dehumanized, we were humiliated, and we were stripped naked by a supporter would-be of the Liberian government under the presidencies of George Manawia. So since our SAR ordeal, we left the country for advanced medication, and after our advanced medication, we have still receiving some lot of psychological trauma on us because we were very much traumatized after our SAR ordeal. But unfortunately, since our SAR ordeal, we have never received any call from the Ministry of Justice and even from a lawyer, a government lawyer, who claimed to be, giving me justice after my SAR ordeal. So it has been very much unfortunate for me. I have been living in pain, I have been living in agony, and I have been living in, destitution because I have been abandoned by the Liberian government. So unfortunately, those who were indicted by the Liberian government, we saw them few weeks ago or few months ago campaigning for the government. So it was something that was very much unfortunate for me. It still increased my psychological trauma. So I was calling on the to inform the outgoing government that there's a case regarding the 2026 incident, and few individuals were indicted by the government, and so the government can be able to look into that case before they can leave power. But again, we are very much traumatized here. We can't come back in our country until we can be given a green light by the government of Liberia. and those who are being indicted should be judged. And I'm waiting right now to see how best to communicate and to narrate what happened to me on July 26th, and to authenticate that those who are being indicted, they are the doers, and they are the ones that were able to master my humiliation, my torture, and my brutalization.
What, Christopher, this is the first time since that situation happened that you were speaking out to the public. What has been the delay so far, especially calling for justice into the matter, into what happened against you on that fateful day?
So when we left the country, we were very unconscious, very much unconscious enough. So we spent like a month within the hospital. So we couldn't, we having no access to a telephone or to even access the internet. So we were advised by our medical doctor not to access the internet or not to communicate with anyone. So the reason why I'm calling now is because justice is always fresh. No matter how long justice takes, there must always be justice for a victim. I'm a victim of torture, a victim of brutalization, and a victim of humiliation by a certain group of people who happen to be a supporter of the Liberian government. So now is because I'm not physically strong, and I'm now going to see my best to help the government to prosecute those individuals if they found guilty. So I'm now strong. That's why.
Well, in the midst of that, since that situation, was there any groups or international body or lawyer reach out to you?
Yes, of course. When we left the country, after we left the medical facility, we were able to put our case together. The case has been put together. We were able to send it to a lot of international human rights institutions across the world. And as I speak to you right now, I'm working with one of the human rights institutions, across the world that is very much vibrant, because I'm living as and I'm a student at the University of Liberia that was tortured. So currently, I'm living like a student in Ezra. Yeah. So
Christopher, what sort of picture does it? Maybe probably as you were being advised by your lawyer not to probably come on social media, see this graphic picture of what happened that day. Now that you back on social media and continue to think about the situation, what feeling does it send to you?
It's a sense of feeling of sadness, a feeling of abandonment. It shows that the Liberian government was not sensitive enough to actually know about my whereabouts and to even care about me. So it's still a bad thing to me. For each time I see those indictees by the government, posting and working freely within the country, I sometimes weep, I sometimes moan, I sometimes cry, because our justice system is very much huge. So it sent a bad signal outside of the country. To you, the reason why you see the country cannot get investors is because of these kind of situations. My situation went viral. A lot of people across the world that witnessed my situation, they up to understand when they ask me, I can inform them that I have not received a justice. I have not even received a call from a certain government lawyer.
What will you say to folks, especially that look, your action on that?
They categorically clear that the election was stolen. There are evidence that can be empirical facts that is clearly pointed out. It's been established. It happened here with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in 1985. She ran at elections and she said she was not taking a seat, and said to us, so some of you reach out to me, want to be clear to you, we do not participate in a government where the mandate was stolen. We stay here with the people. Come out. We stay right here. We got zero intention to participate with a process
that has the cloud of a student mandate. Have a cloud of a student mandate. We will not. We stay here, we look after the people, and we, with 1 inch, the people have been encouraged to really kind. They have been encouraged to stay, but extremely robust, vigilant. So sedition, honor our first. You are here to be informed. On Saturday, there will be a mass gathering. We ask you to come at the party headquarters. We'll be converging at the party headquarters, and we'll be able to meet with you in segment and inform you. And you're facing this reality. This is where we are. Don't feel abandoned. Don't feel somehow. This momentary moment shall come and pass. And you can rest assured, we will not abandon you in a form and manner. We were with you before, we were with you yesterday. You can be rest assured, we will always be with you as your leader, and we'll be here. As we lead you, we shall never lead you from the back. We will lead you from the front. Sedition, we convince in your fortitude and your tenacity and your courage. We are aware what you're capable of. Recovery for them. At the same time, we want to call on the security apparatus of our country to not take lightly what has transpired. Our understanding is that there were being call made by the former Chief Justice. If that is true, we encourage the security to be more proactive and robust or vigilant, perhaps more than ever before. We want to encourage the security to go to the depth of this situation so the investigation can be able to unearth those criminals or elements who are in a constant habit of creating terror, fear, or pandemonium in our society. There's no room. There should be absolutely no room for any Liberian to live on fear. I think it's preferable for a Liberian to wake up in the morning and go hustle, and they're going to be losers. And one thing that's going to remain, the country is going to remain. So I don't think in our like mind, we will support any form in ensuring to honor man. Government need to be very keen about this. This man has spilled out. He publicly said that the president was involved in a murder saga of a citizen of our country. And we have our partners. And I think if this is not alarming enough to clean when a life were lost in the process. I think you cannot want to politicize death because it is a situation that none of us can repeat. It's required by law being enacted by the House of Legislature. Also be able to get the challenges and the progress. So with that being said, we thought it was a need to dispel rumor about on our ministry. We were able to nip in the bud the gist and misinformation. That yes indeed, since of our inception leadership, at no point in time
So I did a post yesterday after I drove to my party headquarters on the 17th anniversary. I just took along three friends.
He's here, you would just let him flow. But I thought you have some other statement you want to make through, because hearing that the vice standard bearer to Joseph Yimabwaka, let me ask you a question. Since Dr. Rich is saying we want you to speak, Honorable Yeke Koruba, which party is the individual coming from, and what's his name that Jeremiah Kun asked him to run against you?
Jeremiah Kun know the name. The Chairman of Unity Party know the name. I'm not going to dignify somebody on the show because I am popular. The name Yeke Koruba is popular.
Which party is he coming from?
I don't want to know. The name Yeke Koruba is popular.
We got to know now. It's not about you.
I don't want to dignify somebody here. I am saying
about the party. If you don't want to call his name, can you tell us the party? Is he running as an independent? Is he running on an MDR? Is he running on a Unity Party? Can you help us understand?
So I can speak now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ambassador Bwaka know the name. The Chairman Tapper know the name. Jeremiah Kun know the name. Because when he's happy, I push him on the eating table. I don't
give you a statement. I organize your statement anyway. It's supposed to be here. Then I always. You tell me what you know, what you experience, what you think. Yeah, I will organize it. And then I will send it back to you if it's correct. Then after the final one, I send it to you, you sign it. You notarize it, you send it back to me. Yeah, I send it to the government, to Congress. Yeah, and then that's where your protection and everything will come in. Yeah. Then when you apply for your asylum, the lawyer who's always doing the asylum will ask for affidavits. And I'll be one of those persons who will provide affidavit for you. I've done it for plenty of people to get their status. Plenty. Even while in Liberia, I'll do the affidavit for people, because some people refer to the TRC report. They don't call me in Liberia. I said, the person said, you know that you're a TRC chairman? I said, yes. You know how the chairman of the TRC, right? Okay. Yeah, I will say yes. Then they say, can you provide me that? And I'll do it. And then when I came here to several other persons, plenty of rural here. I did more than 1,000 cases of people. And they affidavit. You need to get a job. Have the references and all. So, yeah, I need to. Yesterday, the whole day was I was say wasted, but we didn't achieve anything. We just started. You know, so we have gone through everything now. I had it ready and sent to you part of it. But now the day we are not. Tomorrow is Wednesday or Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. We are run out of time. I don't want his day yet. Yeah, so you call you last day. Yeah,
In 10 months from now, we will have a new president in the nation. His son not playing for America. His girlfriend not in Ghana. He ain't got children all over the place. All his family right here. He's been married for 50 years. He's a family man. He's a deacon in the church. He is not a fake pastor. He's a truly decent, honorable, humble man. And when he becomes president, he will lift this country up, and then he will prepare us, the young people, and he will turn it over to us. And together, we will take this country, and we'll move with this country, and Liberia will become what it can be, that sweet land of liberty. Not sweet land of liberty for a few people, not sweet land of liberty for Congo people or country people, but for all Liberians. Some of you ask me, why do you support Joseph Human Boakai for president? Do you know the story about Joseph in the Bible? Joseph's brothers were so jealous of him. They sold him into slavery. But they didn't know what they were doing. They were his destiny helpers, and they didn't know that. And then famine would fall upon the land, and they would go and seeking food. And their brother had now become prime minister, and he would help them. This Joseph that we have, this Joseph who was betrayed by Ellen to put this monster upon us. When I told the Liberian people Kojologo and poison, I told you it will happen. I said, you take the Kojologo, it may be better, but it will make you well. But when you drink the poison, it will kill you. Today we are dying. We are dying. But I come here to give you hope. This flag will fly once again. It will fly once again. And we will build a Liberia where your children and my children can have a great future. Where you don't have to go to America to own a car. You don't have to go to a foreign country to own a house. You can live in this country with the blessings that God has bestowed on us. We can make this country work for every human being in this country. But to do that, you must have the right leadership to do that. Natural resources cannot build a.
You know, did you hear Monserrato Senator, how do you call it, woman? Florence Brandy, is that her name?
Superintendent.
Superintendent. Call. I think there was a program somewhere. Senator Joseph was presenting something. She said, "You are the only senator in Monserrato." I repeat, you are the only. Did you hear that? How did you feel?
No, I don't feel bad. Okay. Florence is the superintendent of Monserrato County. She's a CDC. She has gone against the code of conduct to a senatorial debate with Thomas Fowler and I to ask me questions as a CDC. Florence then know that I don't participate in the thievery of the county development money. Since I became senator, this county caucus with Florence Brady and Thomas Fowler them will only meet doing county meet and take money, say they're going to do district mobilization. I don't participate in those nonsense, and they know that. But when the president was doing Monserrato County tour, the program for Monserrato County had me there, Senator. I don't need Florence recognition. It only says the kind of government we are running. When the superintendent said only one senator in the county, because they can gang up and eat the county money, China Union money, no hay, no tay. They took overdraft for county meet, and they took 6,000, 5,000 each to go do county mobilization for the people to go on the field. And I told them I was not going to participate in those nonsense. So, of course, if it comes to that, then the county has one senator. In CDC here, this county has one senator, and in CDC here, this country has a CDC president. All of them think the same way, and that's the same reason why Morovia is Miami now.
Okay, let's move on. I just wanted to I wanted to get your response to that. As we move on, I can only plead that, you know, I know sometimes, some point in time, it looks very shaky and you want to talk tough, but you know, in as much as I will let you talk tough, choice of words, Senator, I beg you, let's go. I'm sitting down here carefully.
If something is nonsense and I can say nonsense, let's call it interview
Senator,
already.
You know what?
Let's call it off already. If something is nonsense and I can say it is nonsense, when the superintendent of the county say only one senator in the county, it is pure nonsense. If I can say it is nonsense, then let's call it interview off already.
Senator DeLong, will you please calm down?
I'm not up.
I'm not up.
When the superintendent says nonsense, it is nonsense.
Senator
if the word nonsense can go on your microphone, and when somebody does nonsense, let's call the interview off.
Senator DeLong.
Yeah.
when you are invited to these kinds of shows, in as much as, say for example, let's assume without admitting that what you're saying, the choice of word, sometimes we look at plenty things. We look at our.
What is big in saying something is nonsense?
Senator, calm down.
No,
let me just bring you up to speed.
We always have an issue with it on your microphone.
Yeah,
what a big thing in saying nonsense when something is nonsense.
And Senator, I brought you here to provide particular education on it, but you always do this. And when I say let's quiet,
no, but you always everybody time say nonsense to something, then you say trust or what?
Senator, please come.
When you ask me a question and somebody does nonsense, I will say nonsense.
It's not about Senator Darius DeLong alone. If I invited anybody, not even a senator, so your mark is off. Yeah, I mean, if you can walk on, no problem. Thank you. It was good.
Let me say thank you very much. Let me welcome my friend and brother Francis. You know,
DeLong right there. That's my boy DeLong. Let me put my gigantic earpiece on, and then we keep it going. Let me adjust a little bit so my people can hear me and hear me well.
You know, ADD does not take nonsense.
Can you hear me, AB?
Yeah, I can hear you. You know,
Right.
ADD does not take nonsense from anyone. Yeah, my friend and brother, let's keep the ball rolling.
Like our people still watching Spoon because I see our following not too great tonight, but you know what? They will come later. Oh, my Rebecca, you're already on here.
Let's just go ahead. I mean, yeah, it does not matter.
All right, AB, I know as usual you're going to ask me what's up. What is up is this car and good health and good opportunity coming my way. And something I got really amazing about today. When I first came to Granford 3 years ago, our community masjid was not the way it is. We have made tremendous progress on the masjid. And those of you who don't understand that the mosque where we pray as a Muslim, as a follower of Islam, okay? And the congregation has increased almost to the full capacities of the mosque. I feel really good today, to a point where we gotta be parking across each other now. We only used to park normal, now we gotta park, oh man. So that means that more people moving in my community from different faith, but I think the Islamic religions probably doing more because when I moved here, it was just normal parking. Winter like this one, you will not find many people, but more people are having reasons to join the Islamic religion. That's what I was saying. And I was very, I went to serve my God, listen to the Imam. And today we talk about, this summer was about the Lord's Prayer, a 5-year, the importance of it and how to do it properly. You know why? So I'm a believer, so life is better, okay? Don't allow anybody squeeze you somewhere to make it sour for you. But let's get to the conversation. Maybe I'm going to show something that I don't usually do. I don't drink liquor. Almost everything I do is kind of moderate. But today, I'm not drinking liquor, but there's something. Because we won the presidency, we did not win too many legislative seats, but we continue winning even after winning the presidency. And so I did small mixed drink here with bitter cola. You see my bitter cola? This is it. I do a bitter cola mixed drink celebration tonight. This is my bitter cola right here. I went to McDonald's to get this cup. This is it. I like it. Y'all see it? This is my live celebration on the show. This is what I'm going to be drinking. With the bitter cola here, I chew it already that the other one here, I brought it from LRB. The drinks, I got it right here. So AB, this cup here, this from McDonald's, you can see the end, consists of 100% orange juice, cranberry juice, lime juice, and another drink. I think apple, if I'm not mistaken. Everything inside here with watermelon. It's a combination from Cologne District, Lofa County. That's how we do it, okay? So I'm going to keep zipping it because I am incredibly happy. God forgive me. One of the uh, one of the terroristic individual in the George Weah-led government has been named sanctioned, including travel, everything inside a with diplomatic passport. I did research, I found everything. We're not going to read it, we're just going to go to Koijee. I got it here. I'm very happy, I'm very excited. When people misbehave, they need to get consequences. And maybe this is what I get to say. I'm not gonna be fiery too much tonight. I will try not to fire too much. Because our people gotta understand what we're saying here. So we as a people, the people of Liberia through our government, especially just we are the government now, have refused vehemently through the Minister of Justice to do what is right on the basis of law. So America is coming in to do the job we should be doing. The last few minutes, another congressional member, U.S. Congress, happen to be Republican, is being investigated by his own party. If he's not lucky, he might likely be recommended to the Ethics Committee of the United States House of Representatives for impeachment or expulsion that they won last Friday. It will not make our country, our justice system, our anti-corruption, our governance system stronger. We will not be respected by anybody. We will not be respected by anybody, especially we are member of the international community. A founding member of the United Nations, founding member of ECOWAS, founding member of AU and other international organizations on human rights, abuse, international protocols on the conventions of the child and children, women, and everything you talk about, political rights, religious rights, and all the fundamental rights around the world, which Liberia, I don't know any law, any international protocol or convention or memorandum understanding at the level of United Nations that America signed on to, that Liberia did not sign on. There are even conventions, for example, International Court of Justice. Liberia signed on that, America refused to sign on it. That's how far we go in the war. Representing a civilized community. I don't know what happened from 1980 coming to this side, that Liberia had become a laughing stock in the arena of international community, in the arena of diplomacy, in the arena of domestic public policy and governance system. Anything that's supposed to make a group of people better off, a group of people uphold the law, a group of people doing things that are right. We just fall down inside it. You want to do nothing. All we want to do, we want to use the people that give up power and use that very power to abuse the very people that give up power. Keep them abject poverty. God being God. American people say nobody will go unpunished after doing wrong. You will spend your days in court, in American court, through the Department of Justice, in consultation with Treasury Department and Department of State. Because based on what we know here, when A.B. finished with his introductory remark, I'm going to try to read it. Jeff Koijee cannot even go to Europe. Forget about America one part, because DS-160 is not getting it. According to Spoon CEO, former CEO, Stanton Willie Spoon, Jeff Koijee and some seditions are already purchased a ticket to come to the US to use that time to present certain things on Stanton. But good news that he heading the secretary of the CDC, if he didn't see us already, they are also organized a protest on Inauguration Day, January 22nd. I find it so difficult to understand sedition's definition of youth, sedition's definition of reality, sedition's definition of truth, sedition's definition of everyday life. AB, for God heaven's sake, Jeff Koijee and his criminal gangs will accuse the Unity Party people for killing Joshua, who was a sedition. Okay? This is their government. Constitutionally, just we are a state president. They still hold fast to the entire government, including the Minister of Justice and the court. Why can you pursue justice for Joshua and those auditors you killed and the rest of the people under your own watch, except on Inauguration Day of the next president or the president-elect and other code of officers that were not part of your staff, and that's the only day you want to protest? But by the grace of God, based on what we're hearing, more news coming up. I will feel so happy. A Carol Green should be out of there, because he carried gangsters on university campus and terrorized our brothers and sisters only because they were doing what they're supposed to do as students. They sponsored seditions under the watch of Jeff Koijee and went to the U.S. Embassy, terrorized, brutalized on camera university students that decided to just exercise their fundamental rights under the Liberian Constitution, Article 1, Chapter 1. Under most international conventions on fundamental rights and protocols. And today is another winning day for all of us that have taken this issue of advocacies to preach the gospels of advocacies for good governance and people, us, all of us through our government, holding our people here accountable for their stewardship. I want to stop right there for now. AB, it's back to you.
Thank you, my friend and brother, Francis Kanguma Dona. Thank you ever so much. But let me say this. You know, at the time when I saw that little boy, Jefferson Koijee, I told him that his days of coming to the U.S. will be short. You know, when people coming to the U.S. and they're going back, they think that when they're coming back, they will not be able to deny their visa anymore. I personally phoned Jeff. I told him. But my day has been good. And let me take this time to be able to tell our audience that we have been busy with a lot of things behind the scene. We have been doing some calls. We are trying to be able for our show to be relayed in our country. That is the reason why we have not been on. Because a lot of people from Buchanan, from Bond County, a lot of our comrades from Margibi, they told us that they can monitor our show. So we want to be going to the people. So like my co-host said, you know, I just laugh. But we'll go into more detail. We'll go into more tete-a-tete discussions. Because when you tell the literature, people on the corner, they say it's not inside. It is true that Jeff Koijee bought a ticket to come to the U.S. Yes, it is true. It's not only his one. He and Arvin Wisset.
Yeah, that one with the beer.
I will stop here because we have a lot to discuss tonight. We have a lot to discuss tonight. Share the show. That is one thing that you can be able to do for us. Share the show, like the show. Like the show, and let me tell all of our followers, thank you very much. And all our YouTube subscribers, thank you very much. Francis, back to you.
All right, so AB, I want to do favor for our followers, right? You want, it's a little bigger, but I only want to read about Liberia and Jeff Koijee personal information that the United States government got. Tell them that the people are not joking. So sanctions implications, all right? I want to read the general topic issued by the Treasury. Washington, December 10, 2023, marks the 75th anniversaries of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. UDHRO, and Liberia is a member.
Yeah.
The landmark document ensuring human rights and fundamental freedoms for all individuals. Ahead of this historic anniversary and Human Rights Day, the Department of the Treasury reaffirms its steadfast commitment to promoting respect for human rights and accountability for perpetrators of human rights abuse globally. Our commitment to upholding and defending human rights is sacrosanct, said Secretaries of the Treasury, Janet L. Yellen. Abuses of human rights and fundamental freedoms, wherever they occur in the world, strike at the heart of our shared humanity and our collective conscience. Treasury targeted sanctions announced today and over the past year underscore the seriousness of our commitment to promoting accountability for human rights abuse and safeguarding the U.S. financial system from those who commit these egregious acts. The Human Rights Day, from the day the declaration was signed, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Liberia is part of that. It is that declaration that was ratified by our legislature, all right, 75 years ago. It was ratified, and that was the reasons why government of Liberia came up with National Independent Human Rights Commission. That Human Rights Commission is still doing their job, but they are pushing them. So they send some report to where they need to send it. So let's go to Liberia. That is a general caption of today's decision by the United States. Let me go to Jeff Koijee strictly for Liberia. Jefferson Koijee, aka Koijee, 21st Street, that is his Monrovia address according to the Treasury Department, 21st Street, Simcoe, Monrovia, Liberia, date of birth, all right, September 7, 1985. Look at that small boy. Only the big boy, plenty. All right, P.O. Box, Monrovia, Liberia. Nationality, Liberian. Gender, male. Passport, DPL. Diplomatic passport, DP 0003662, Liberia. Issued 27 January 2023. He just got it. He ready, not going to carry anywhere again. Expires January 27, 2025. That is Jeff Koijee personal information, according to the Department of the Treasury. And they can fit in DS-160 at the embassy to travel here. So you're going to ask the people how they got it? How they got it? Let me just tell you now. Maybe I'm so excited, but that boy is bad boy. It's a bad boy. Let him pay for him being ugly. All right, Liberia. Let's go to Jeff. Today, OFAC designated Jefferson Koijee, who is the mayor of Monrovia, Liberia, and is a senior leader in the Congress for Democratic Change (CDC) political party. Koijee has a reputation for stoking violence and has a powerful grip on Monrovia's youth. You see it? Yeah, youth. He controls paramilitary style organizations associated with the CDC, which allegedly recruits former combatants and recently released prisoners.
Okay,
To
all right. Okay.
the result of the elections. Okay, I put him over there. OFAC has reason to believe that Koijee has instructed these organizations to violently disrupt demonstration conducted by government critics or political opposition. Koijee and his supporters have been involved in violence in connection with an opposition rally in July 2022. Students attending a memorial service for former Liberian President Amos Sawyer in March 2022, an anti-rape protest in August 2020, a student graduation ceremony in December 2019, and an opposition rally in November 2018. And y'all say America don't want to do nothing. America got to follow you small and lay out. Yeah, when they deny somebody citizen here, they can prepare 5 pages from the door of your home, wherever you came from. They tell you how you got there, how you got the visa at the embassy, who walked you there. They got everything. Then they give it to you. Want appeal? Most of the time, AB, it's a no. I can't appeal how it was. Okay, good job. So Jeffrey can't deny that. This is him. All right, in 2018. Koijee has also engaged in corrupt acts. Bribery and misappropriation of state assets for use by private political movements and pressuring anti-corruption investigators. Anti-corruption investigators are auditor.
Yeah.
Government audit technicians. All right? Anti-corruption investigators to halt corruption investigations. Yeah. That's why Panama and him, colluded, and they slaughtered Nathaniel Margay, brother-in-law, his wife's brother, Murphy Indes, from Central Bank. Okay? Koijee is being designated for being a foreign person who is responsible for or complicit or who has directly or indirectly engaged in serious human rights abuse, and for being a foreign person who is a current or former government officials or a person for or on behalf of such an official who is responsible for or complicit in or who has directly or indirectly engaged in corruption, including the misappropriation of state assets, the expropriation of private assets for personal gain, meaning you're taking it out of the country, sending it abroad, to have it, so it can be treated, but we got it already. For personal gain, corruption related to government contracts, or the extraction of natural resources or bribery pursuant to EO 1381A. You remember when Joe Biden took over the presidency of the United States? He signed a memorandum of understanding relating to that to make it stronger. They call it first ever imposition. So that is what we got on Koijee, my people. America said they are serious more than us. And let me tell you something. Under our law, under our penal code, under our criminal justice system, based on what I know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not pretending to be one, but I'm just following through, okay? We can actually prosecute corrupt officials in Liberia. We can do it under the law. Under the 1986 Constitution, the only person that is immune, meaning we cannot pursue anything legal against them that require prosecution or going to court or arrest, it is the President of the Republic of Liberia. What they are president. That's it. Anybody for that matter, including the people on the Supreme Court bench, including the Minister of Justice, anybody for that matter, whether you're senator, whether you're representative, we can process you through Minister of Justice and get it to the courtroom in the open. We make sure we apply the law. We can do it on our own, but we do not have the span because our leaders, our political administrators are inherently corrupt. They are also national thieves headed by the current president. And that is the fundamental reasons why America did not offer just William government for the entire 6 years a single invitation to come and visit the American government. What they extended him was a warning letter invitation. The CIA director went to Liberia and hand delivered it to him. He said, when I leave, you need to follow me. He did not come to the White House, the American presidential home. From Liberia straight to the CIA headquarters. And from the CIA headquarters, whatever question they gave, they asked him, whatever warning shot they gave him, from the headquarters straight on the plane back to Liberia. And if he said, "Fine," you done. That was the invite. That was the only invite. That invite was in person. The CIA director met with Joe Weah in Liberia. And they gave him special message from Joe Biden. Joe Biden said he's sitting with him. Okay? No cabinet level secretary here in America ever invited George Weah government officials to come here before they were inviting. The only time he came here on the call of the United States, it was the bucket, the bundle invitation to African leaders. They call it Africa-US Summit. That was the only one. He was not by himself. And these things were some of the reasons. The sanction Nathaniel Magay, according to Lester Tenney, CDC Executive Committee members refused to put Nathaniel Magay on the ticket of the CDC. Just we have battled all of them, put Nathaniel Magay, that have been sanctioned by the US government for stealing from all of us on the CDC ticket to hire himself in the legislature, and he won because he used stealing public money. But number 2, the same thing. The Poyo CDC ticket used stealing money from the public, and he won. Okay? And we can go on, we go, but we're going to come to our original Friday stuff. What's on your mind? And those are things on my mind that I'm going to express tonight. Who next? That's what I'm going to talk about. Under the what on your mind, B. So my people, I want to stop here. We want you to participate. It'll be back to you.
You know, my friend and brother, Francis Kanguma Dona, Jeff Koijee, fuck. The Labrador man say, you fucker, you fuck. Mm-hmm. Jeff Tamba Koijee, he have fucker and he will fuck. Jeff Tamba Koijee, do you know that Jeff Tamba Koijee, his hand is in the killing of Mamadou Vlad? Are you aware of that? That they fetch that the character Mamadou Vlad, the fetch was born by Jeff Tamba Koijee. And that fish was poisoned by Jeff Tamba Koijee. Along with Samuel Toy. Because Mamadou Vlad, he was loved by the president. That boy you call Jeff Tamba Koijee, that boy, his hands is in a lot of clandestine act. And that is the reason why for me, I am not here to sing praise to him. Because what American government will do is that whatsoever that you have done, they will catalog it. They will catalog it from the beginning to the end. Mm-hmm. The American government, they can patiently wait for you. You go, you fill out your form. Yeah, you go to the American embassy. You say you want to come to America. They give you visa. That for them to get hold of your information. That is the reason that Jeff, that picking is not aware, that picking is not well son. How they call that guy that died from the central bank? Ines.
Yeah.
Are you people aware that Murphy in a death? Death Koijee hand is in Murphy in a death as well? So that Jeff Koijee boy, that boy is a bad apple. Jeff Koijee, he is not school. Jeff Koijee believe in militarism. He believe in terrorization, and he believe in carrying grandma, anything. Anything that Jeff Koijee need or he want, he carry on grandma there. They claim that water Sisulu. Do you know that it was Jeff Koijee who sent those CDC boys, CDC COP, for them to go to terrorize, to go to butt naked our comrades and compeers. And that is the reason for me, I can just laugh.
Get that boy with unknown sustain on camera.
That is the reason for me, I can just laugh at them. Because it's like Jeff Koijee, he don't know what he is putting himself into. Now he will spend money. He will spend money. He will spend money until he don't know how to spend money anymore. You having lawyer in this country? You having lawyer in this country? You think that you can pay a lawyer there? You think you can rather pay a lawyer in this country? When they came here, they brought 500,000. Adam Fofana, I'm doing good. They brought 500,000 to give to some lawyers. I said, hey God, why the born cannot learn lessons? Your entire 6 year ended. The president did not have the right. He never had any right for him to be able to visit the White House. Your 6 years have ended. That's the time that you want. Yeah, Josephine, hey, how you doing? That's the time that you want to come here. Your 6 years. And let me just tell some of our audience here tonight that if you believe that the American people in Liberia, that embassy in Liberia, that embassy is a whole country by itself.
Maybe I'm not cutting you all right. There's a cross here. Let me just add it to what we just put there. That's the cross here. So I'm record telling you who they all following them on this. That's it. Memorandum and underscoring the administration commitment to recognizing this abhorrent abuse and promoting accountability. Okay? Today, the Department of the Treasury Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, sanctioned 20 individuals for their connection to human rights abuse in 9 countries. An additional 2 individuals were sanctioned under the Department of State Counterterrorism Authority. Furthermore, the Department of State likewise designated individuals in Russia, Indonesia, and the People's Republic of China, PRC, for visa restriction pursuant to Section 7031C of the Annual Appropriation Act. But listen to the very important one. These actions are taken in concert, keyword, concert, with measures imposed by the partners in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom and Canada. So Canada. Canada, which have similarly utilized economic measures to deter human rights abuse globally. We stand with our partners in upholding international ideas. So when your political party secretary, your youth chairman, it is your fundamental right, not just locally, but also globally. But you cannot militarize everybody and stop other people from practicing fundamental rights and international freedoms. So Eddie, Jeff Koijee cannot even go to any silver part of Africa. Anywhere America has ally, Jeff Koijee cannot go there. Even to get all the plea is dangerous.
It is not only about Africa, but even the very West Africa, if in fact the very West Africa, you just talking about Africa, you're talking about 50 some country. That reduces to West Africa alone.
Yeah, West Africa.
Jeff Koijee is done. Jeff Koijee is done completely. That labor, he very soon will be calling him for him to be able to deal with.
He was not kind of Zogo. Because another thing from this document here, he cannot get lawyer in America. He cannot get lawyer in Europe. He cannot get lawyer in Canada. He cannot even get lawyer in Syria, part of Africa that has America's support through USAID. Because why? The document say anybody that do business with you, they are also in trouble. Any business entity, registered business entity in America here and America's partners or allies around the globe, you can't do business with Jeff Koijee. If you do business with him, then they put you there too.
I said the brother is seriously down.
So our people that watching, if you are in LRB, don't ask a question. Even DB can bring them here. No woman get married into because the woman here we have to use American document, green card or citizenship. You go bring somebody that America said they can't even go to some other Africa. So just so y'all know, DB cannot bring Jeff Koijee here.
Nothing can be able to bring Jeff Koijee here.
Other people that can bring Jeff Koijee here, their office here that they usually review whether you look at here, you trying to challenge it, you challenge it, they will review it. They get their own time, you go do the research. I think every 36 months they review based on your behavior. But guess what? Joy Hawatela stay on that. Jay might be sent to that level, Liberia. Jay ask every snow, Jeff Koijee, every snow will tell you what's up.
Yeah, that's the best person for him to be able to ask.
By association, Jeff.
Yeah.
Every slow will get by association for marrying to Chancellor daughter or niece or whoever she was, and then eating government money at that level and getting direct contact with Charles Taylor, the polar male Sanction. When Eric no open most he I felt so sorry for you, say my brother, I was even scared to go to Guinea border. So Jeff, go to your big brother and find out from him. He will tell you in real time because experience is the best teacher. He will tell you in real time. It's not a joke. Your life is over, Jeff. The money you enjoy with us to just live in Liberia and eat it. A Liberian people turn you away. And you say we'll go protest on January 22nd, one seat because none of this coming out. Stupid boy. For you to go to school and enjoy your life, then you all over the place.
You know, one of the things that my attention have been drawn to is the issue of the transitional team. The issue of the transition team, why people criticizing, why people, why some of you that supported us. I had a lady calling me, telling me she afraid because JMB have come to the state and JMB had left Jeremiah Kpankun in charge before Jeremiah Kpankun do something. I said, oh, the old man does not understand nothing. I told her, I said, oh my, you not understand nothing. She said, why? I said, no, you not understand nothing. The puppet trusted the team. That team, that team is a small team. That is a crack team. I hear people saying, the transitional team before. No, the transitional team, that team, it is there for them to be able to ask the government. That is JMB Unasar. JMB and JKK SAR, that is the transitional team, along with the, I think, 20 men, right? 20 men, and they will be going to Josh when we are under 20 men for them to be able to turn over. So that is just a turnover team, as I may say. That team, at the end of the day, before the day ends, that team will come to JMB or JKK for them to be able to make a report. Go ahead, Francis.
Maybe the fundamental reasons why not only in Liberia but even here in America, people don't know their country. You see this book? This is the #1 important book in Liberia. If you don't know, let me tell you today. Everything we do as a country, this book, everything comes from here in terms of law. This is the establishment of the Liberian state. There are a lot of people say you get time for American news. Me, I get time for everything. You see this one here? This is the American Constitution. I get time for it too. I need to know my rights under the law. You don't have to go to all of that. Just listen to local news. But there are people here, no disrespect to anybody, AB. So we are on what's on your mind now, right? Put it there. You don't have to go through what I go through, but find a way to know. Ask some people. Call AB the way that person did, and answer. You don't need to express fear. In the first place, majority of our people do not even know the actual working of the transitional thing. That's the first thing. Even though I don't really agree with the transitional team on the way they set it up, but according to behind the scene, somebody told me American and the rest of the four actually split it based on sectorial analysis and industry. Okay? So let me just tell them, AB. The purpose of the transitional team is to be able to work with the outgoing government. The people on Joe Walker's side and Mr. Cohn will work with people on George Weah's side and Madam Howard Taylor. All right? The way any transitional team was set up, they went by sectorial industry. For example, you're talking about Ministry of Mines, Lands and Energy. That's sectoral ministry there. Everything that has to do with energy, money. So you're talking about LEC, you're talking about concession agreements, for example, that have to do with money, all that one. Then we have one committee there that was split it. Then you talk about economy, finance, and everything. Business, trade. Minister of Finance, Commerce, Liberia Business, how they call it? Industry, whatever you call it, business association, that will be part of that. Then you talk about foreign affairs. You already get it. So what I got to understand when those things occur, the head of each sectorial ministry, that person was a possible minister of that sector. Unlike this, so we good. But we're just giving you a small idea so you can understand. The other thing here is the issue of myth. The thing CDC were trying to put in the brains of our people. That Nimba County people, they could have taken over. No Nimba may have taken over any country in Liberia. They don't history. What wrong with the man? They could be saying Liberia why Joe Biden after inauguration. Anyway, number one. Number two, constitutionally, I can tell the constitution, Joe Biden was elected. Every time we are giving a printer of good to elect.
Our friend and network, our friend and brother network is giving him a hard time. Francis, are you there? Francis Network is giving you hard time, folks. You know,
You hear me?
yeah, you better now.
I'm better? Okay, good. So, just to close on this note, in real time, Joe Biden and who ain't get power yet. In real time, constitutionally and in real time, physically, they do not have power yet. Until the inauguration come and pass, they do not have power. So if you are afraid of whatsoever going on because Joe Walker is here in America, cool is over there, cool can do nothing because Joe we are enjoy how to stay in power and their government. So you just need to let that go out of your brain. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Just forget about that. Do what you gotta do. We are good. We are good. So by the grace of God, some people asking here, where is Joe Walker? Joe Walker is here in America. There is a program, I think, in Maryland this weekend. Is it in Minnesota, AB?
No.
One of those states.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, AB?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
So Joe Walker going to be attending series of programs. They are actually victory celebration dinner to tell all of us thank you. Liberians that supported the Rescue Train campaign, Friends of Liberia, Sympathizers of Liberia, and Well-Wishers of Liberia. So Joe is here. According to our own behind the scene, he's well, he's good. All right? He's good. So my people, that is part of what's on my mind. The next thing on my mind has to do with it's a question. And when you people come on the show to call, hopefully you should call, you please try to answer my questions. Should these people, that go by number 2, Bill Traoré, take his seat? Should we allow Musa Belede that owe us, the people, from the road from money that they're taking from our brothers and sisters that own cars in Liberia to build new roads and to maintain new ones? Should Musa Belede be owing us and he pay that money? He go to Nima candidate to win election to have behind legislative working and he stay in there when he stole from us in the day? This is stealing. I don't even call it, I will not call it corruption tonight. That's stealing from the public in the day when people are going to jail, when people are losing their seat here in Congress for eating campaign donation money. Their own successor, their own members, they didn't even go to court, they just use their own committee, ethics committee, expel them. Our own people steal our money in the day and they go to get to use the same stealing money. They truck people to Nimba County, they truck people to Magidi County, they truck people to Riverside and give leaders, cumulated organizations leaders, they give them stealing money and they give them the vote. Should we allow them to go to our House of Representatives? Should we allow them to go to our House of Senate, the House of the Elders? Should we allow them with that tinted character? Those are my questions for the 3-4 people. Bakubai number 2, Bill Traoré, Musa Belede, Nathaniel Magay. America said they got everything we need. Should we prosecute them? Should we prosecute George Weah after his power? Because the Constitution says we can't do nothing, and I think America understands that. Should we prosecute George Weah after his power? After January 22nd, 2024. Because I follow him when he go preach as a pastor. He's saying he don't want Joe Walker government to touch anybody. Because if they touch anybody, like taking them to court, carry on audit, that would bring war. They say the war will come in ever since if they don't win, but the war not reach it. So holding them accountable for their stewardship, the war we kind of what we are saying on a puppet. So my people are asking you tonight, what is your own opinion? What is your take? All right, thank you.
So, so you can keep your call coming out on 763 283 783 6903, or you can keep your call coming out on 267 938 2801. Once more, 267 938 2801. Or you can keep your call coming out on 215 266 6509. Once more, keep your call coming out on 215 266 6509. Or you can better call us on 763 283 6903. That is the number to call to be part of the Manefsa Nabraka talk show. My friend and brother Francis, George Manawia, he is in his asshole right now. And I see one other motivator talking on Facebook. I tell her I don't see him. I just seriously, I don't even know Henry Pedro Costa. I don't even see him. The man had gone on his Facebook page to delete all the pictures that he had with Jefferson Koijee.
But we already have it, so we don't care.
Can you imagine, folks? That guy, Henry have to be careful, or else. Okay, we have a caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jemima. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Jemima, what is on your mind?
I was listening to Brother Francis talking about Joshua making threat that if they order his government, there will be war. Because they have seen Liberia to be a war-prone nation. So he just tried to put fear in the Liberian people. But justice will come. And we'll continue to pray that God will bring all of them to justice. My only advice to the Liberian people is that when justice comes, sit still. Do not side with anybody. Let justice take its course on these individuals. They have to be punished for their wickedness. Mm-hmm. If not, they will continue to take advantage of you. Okay? They will continue to take advantage of you. And for me, I am very disappointed in Joshua.
How?
Because the Liberian people from the day Joshua started playing football, they have given the best of love to Joshua. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They have given their whole heart to this man. And for Joshua to come in office and literally put up a show, he was not being a leader. He was playing the Liberian people. But you see, our people are so gullible. They dance for everybody that show up on the political scene. If only the Liberian people can stop this dancing, mm-hmm, and really begin to examine individuals, begin to analyze people, begin to say something like, I wonder what is his motive. Instead of just going with every wind of political doctrine that comes. Mm-hmm. You see, stop the density and begin to really allow wisdom to have its way. Okay? And another thing I'm going to say is that young man that was killed, Joshua, mm-hmm, it has nothing to do with UP or CDC.
I don't got the place.
Those individuals, they killed that young man out of their own will, and they should be judged. Okay? Don't blame Joshua, yeah, or...
Hold on, Carter. Okay. Hold on. You that calling from 676762. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's what I have to say is that Liberian people be still, let justice have its way this time around.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my sister.
Kora, what is your name and where are you calling out from? Kora, what is your name and where are you calling out from? Hello, Kora, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
You should have called already?
No. So yeah, so you know, for me, you haven't called her there?
Not yet.
So keep your call coming out on our numbers. Our 763 283 6903. Or you can keep your call coming out. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, it'd be good. Those go out of call from the government swear.
My brother Bangra, go ahead.
Or the audit will go on. And when you see that sermon reacting your preaching, as always, that sermon, I think you said that day saying the audit come on the audit individual of this government, one more time. Treasury, a mere bluff, that fear. The play like I see right now, the only you know for one mother to hit you up. The sanction I just started, bro. You go, you come down. You ain't go anywhere, you want to when the children they reach up to the dad. Because that is both there than the children. So that thing I never done that to get around. This new government coming, we're going to use the math to plan all other math for the future. Every mistake that were made in the past, I know God will help Liberia this time around. We will use this opportunity to build institutions. Institutions that were built 2005 up to 2017. Those guys came, they broke down everything. And building institutions is not an easy thing. You have to mold the mind of the young people. And that's why we in capacity building, you have to get line or names to the young breed that come in, work with the older breed, and in order to to be able to impart knowledge into them because the younger one will take the same tomorrow. But for the past 6 years, those guys that were there, they don't know what the core capacity building. Every sector of our culture has been broken down. All they were after is just to get what they need, what needed to have had, or to live and survive for themselves. My brother, I know this UP-led government that is coming is not from heaven. That's not God going to sit in the seat, but with God ability and wisdom to uphold that puppet in this country, this time around, we will do everything from scratch again. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah. And Francis, I wanted to say something. It where the inauguration should be able to take place.
I will actually, I really don't want to follow anything closer to George Weah kind of thinking. I've been hearing about SKD. I really don't like that. Traditionally, from the time I started knowing myself, inauguration has always taken place at the Sultanate Pavilion on between Ashmore Grove
and Broad Street, yeah.
Yeah, right there. However, Madam Sally brought it to Capitol Building. I don't know where they had it 2011, but 2006 it was done at the Capitol Building. If it is not done as a tunnel pavilion, the best place should be Capitol Building because that is the people's house. That is the People House. And the good news is the seat of the People House is right there. We can build a stage. They did it 2006. The executive mansion, the office of the president is right there. The state-only run university is right across the road. The police station is right there. Temple Justice is right there.
And then the foreign ministry is not too far from there.
It's right there. That the whole Liberia we're talking, AB, the whole Liberia, every day we're talking about Mama Liberia. That's the real Liberia right there. Yes, the ocean there. American people want to use their submarine to show up at the mansion. They can actually use it to show up. We can ask Joe Biden to get some U.S. Marine, just show up over there and just kill the whole place. Survey that whole place. I don't want the SKD business. Look, we need to encourage the new generation, the new young people that want to play football, not just we are kind of football, not just we are kind of sport. No, I want that to be discouraged. I want us to bring new ingredients. Joe Biden watching football. But he doesn't watch it when he need to do the Liberian people job. No. I want to discourage it. So the new football for the new Liberia, if you want to play sport, you got to play sport alongside with your brain.
That mean you have to go to school.
With your brain. With some form of ethics. And good behavior. Yeah, in America, brother. To even play high school football, whether the American football, whether the regular soccer, whatever you call it, any sport, if you're not doing well in the classroom, my brother, you're part of that team. If you graduate like some kind of GED, certain universities in America, access to because I do research. That part of the thing I do for my living, my people, you see me every day shout, beside the blessing of God. I do it for a living. I do immigration for a living. I do visa for a living. They think here. Look, I can live every time I get it when they do it. But we don't have all that time. We really got to change our country. American people say recalibrate. We got to change the mindset of the young people. Ebi, look, sometimes when I watch Koijee talk and the people that are behind him, I feel so bad. Whether we like it or not, we are the next in line. When it comes to leadership. When it comes to leadership, like somebody called me from North Carolina, I'm going to call their name. Just what I experienced on the street of Monrovia. Children, graduating from high school, my brother, they can't spare milk. They cannot spare milk. For respect for other people, because of what I do for living here, most immigrants come, they bring them to me. Job preparedness. Almost 99.9% will not able to fill out application. Even when you're done with you print it and give it to them. Majority don't even have email and they don't know how to create one, and it is free. Someone then ask you how much for it. Hey God. I'm not saying you should be sophisticated like me because I passed you Jefferson. I'm putting it from Jeremiah Kun. So one representative was talking to him, they can be say, I'm passing. I'm not even entertaining him. When somebody passes you, they pass you. But even when you are literally teaching the people, brother Amy, and our audience, literally teaching the people to follow you, it's even hard to follow direction. And you know, people pass West African test, wire or WAS. Public test, anybody can pass it. And moreover in Liberia, there are schools that get put money down for that. They take it from students to pre-purchase the test and give it to their students. I was there before. I know what's going on. Why you think American embassy to the U.S. government, State Department, got to sign memorandum of understanding with WIAC for winners of DV, diversity visa? Because two major requirements of DV. You must be 18 years old and you must be out of high school to be a principal applicant. They ain't stopping anybody for playing. You can play it. But to do further processing until you are 18 and you finish high school. There are people that were even buying that document, that wire something. Some people going to World Trade Center to face diploma. So we just live in the environment of corruption, stealing, manipulating everything. We need to stop it. So the ball got to come from the top. The ball got to come from the top. If you're doing well in your school, we offer you financial assistance. If you do your school, we send you to University of Liberia on scholarship, including your living expenses. That's what we need to encourage. If you play good football at the level of your high school, from that straight we put you on junior professional. But you got to go to college. When you graduate from college and you start playing that, you still have that talent, we recommend you to the Lone Star, play for your country. But you can't be dull in your brain. You got no comprehension. You got not. You are just criminal minded just because you play football. So we might get past you. So the professor and the teacher they might just give you free grades. No, we should not do that, because at the end of the day, you're going to become a leader. And when you become a leader, like what George we have done to our country, is still doing it anyway. As late as 12 November. They're going to obligate our country, all of us, through our maritime funding that's supposed to help us. 3.5 million. How many people signed on that document? They literally credited money. They took money from GT Bank, commercial bank in Liberia, on November 12th. They took it November 11th. They went for the balance on November 12th because the bank did not have all that liquid. Clean money, my people, that not check. They took it and obligated us as a country through central bank bond, maritime money. They say a maritime not pay it in 45 days. Central bank will pay it using our tax dollars. But even the maritime money for us too. You know what it means to have almost 5,000 ships carrying Liberian flag and paying taxes to us all over the world? And our people cannot benefit that money. So, my brother, to answer your question, I would prefer either Satanic Pavilion or Broad Street. We already told the people our government going to be small government, but effective and efficient. If we don't do well, we're going to evaluate people every 120 days. Every 120 days, if you're not performing, we fire you. If we can't fire you, maybe we can send you different place where you will perform. If I'm part of it, you'll do it. If I do it, you're moving from there, come out of America, okay? That's it, brother. Well, if we can't do it at Satanic Pavilion, we should do it at the Capitol building. I know that place is dirty, we can clean it. That should form part of the general cleaning up campaign for the country. That's my perfect suggestion. But what I'm hearing, because of the participation of majority of us in the election, they want to give people space. This thing is not about space. It's about managing our small resources. The people still stealing. We ain't got money. You want to carry to SKD? That SKD was just renovated again after CDC messed it up. With multiple gatherings, including inauguration. If we go there again, FIFA ban, or then we just do things like Joe, we are. And we don't want to do that. Let's leave that football field there and go to Capitol building and build a stage. When we finish, we pay people to take it from there. That's my answer to that.
All right. Thank you ever so much. So keep your call coming out on our regular number. If not, let us be able to do my friend and brother commercial, and then from there, then we'll call it at night. Francis, all is yours.
All right, so my people, thank you for coming. Oh, this is the time for the dog small business talk. Small business talk. Y'all give me a few seconds, please. I'm gonna be talking about doing this. I initially went off, but let me go back. All right, so if you want to do any immigration paperwork, my people, any immigration paperwork, besides going to court, call us. All right, if you want to do fiancé visa, the same thing, call us. If you want to send for your small children, your BB children, just give her a call. Okay? If you want to do readmission, your loved one was here. For some reason, American Dream, some of them got deported. They've been out there for about 10 years now, or more than 10 years. Talk to us so we can help to bring your loved one back to America legally. If you want to do affidavit of support, maybe you went to somebody, went to lawyer, that lawyer keep charging you or whatever going on, and you don't know the next step, immigration approve your case for your loved one. Give her a call. Student visa, visiting visa, almost all the visa that can bring people to this country, we're able to process it for you. Our LLC is very capable to do so. If you want to do some legal documents or legal civil documents in Liberia, for example, traditional marriage certificate, birth certificate, our Liberian ECOWAS passport, we got the forms here. We nicely fill it out here and forward it to Liberia to our agent there to pick it up from there. Moreover, income tax is coming. Next month, the end of next month, those of us in America, we are doing income tax. We are offering financial consultation as well at our own level based on your standard. We are doing life insurance, auto insurance, and health insurance for seniors. If your mom or your pa or 65 and above, we can actually do Medicare Part B for them. We are certified under North Dakota statute. We are. We can't show you all the people, but we have it here. So there are a lot of stuff. Those of you who came to America, or you're met here, or you're marrying a brother, you're king. All right, y'all. Not some of y'all. All right, y'all. If you want to do not contested, no hala business inside your married business, you want divorce. Oh, no, I got it wrong. You got small hala there in your marriage. And both of you decide now to go your separate way, to let go the hala. Because plenty of things happening in our community that aren't good. The anger level increasing every day, and we just let it go. Because that thing will make you live short. If you're not happy every day, it's not good for our health. I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a therapist, but your eyes there, it's not good. So any of you having divorce problem, well, all of you, both of you agree to go your separate way. You stay away from the American people system. They child support can take you anywhere and put you down anywhere. They in contact, some people been eating it from the time they came in the country. Even the people that are born and raised here, in contact now made them rich. It will not make you rich. You can even go to Liberia. The same married people that brought you to the country, whether you man or you woman, we can go back to Liberia. The one we're not able to do, we'll give it to a lawyer. They will do what they got to do and separate you legally, divorce. You want to do it here, you can do it here. To let go of that Morovia business, we can help to talk to you and you agree. We're not forcing you. Our consultation on the phone is free. A two of you, the man, the woman, you agree. We can actually help you out to just do it quiet. You take care of the children and you get children. Some of you're not even getting no children. You're hating each other. You're busting the doors. You can't do that in America. They get big crime for it. They say that domestic violence. Don't allow your friend to recall you and carry to the police people. Don't do it. You better than that. They want to just advance. I almost becoming a counselor now in the community. Even today, we have some kind of issue like that. We got to go to the court. We got to go to the jail to free one of our own. Because of that same thing unborn. Hey, God. So y'all call me so I can give you a small lecture about the thing. Anything you don't know is bigger than you. Might say something I don't know is bigger than me. I got to ask question. Something I got to call AB. And that's the best way to go. It's not working. I come from a local country, a Liberian man, a countryman, okay, an African. But right now, I live the American way, American mentality. That is who I am. And I don't really care about anybody who ain't working well with you. That's your story. If it's not working, you got to get out. Get out. Peacefully. Walk away. Even if you run away, run away. Because it's a good thing. Any soldier man that run away from the front line, they live to fight another war. So when you run away, your life will be better. And you will not make hasty decision too. Because tension will calm down. And then you pick up from there. So plenty of things we can do. Everything I talk about plus more, we're doing it. All you need to do is to call us on 267 648 8012 701 330 4693. All right? The flyer up there on the show, the telephone numbers are there, our website is there. Those pictures you see there, they're not my family pictures. Those are people we work for, and they gave us permission to post their picture on our website as a testimony. My picture there too, but no. Those children, they're not my children, okay? Because some people been calling me, say, oh, that you, and no, they're not my wife, they're not my girlfriend, okay? My girlfriend not over there, my woman not there, my children not there, my picture there. But those people there are good people, they are our customers that gave us permission to post their picture on our website. The website address is www.consulting.com. Anytime you hit the button, I know straight. I gotta go. Okay. So my people, you're thinking plenty. You see how I'm looking good today. I thank God life is better. In my little corner, not the color. Look, AB, life is good. Don't allow anybody take your freedom from you. The way Jefferson Koijee own gun. Don't do it. Don't do it. Me that ever I got for you, I tell quiet. I tell you now.
Thank you. That's a pattern statement.
One more freedom they say they were freedom fighters. When they were coming, they say they were liberators. But when they keep...
What are you saying?
Paul is calling. You want me to pick him up?
Yeah, pick him up.
Paul, what's up? Hey, my brother. My man, we there. Oh, Kyo man say we there. Your boy Jefferson Koijee has been named by the U.S. government. What is your take?
This is a caveat to all young people and to the youth population of Liberia and who being now later and people who will perpetrate of downland among our people. You know, I love the United States. They take their time to get to you. But when our brother was defining, oh, we are a sovereign nation. Oh, America can't do this, they can't do that. Listen, he's just a little boy to America. But this should serve as a warning to fight for one of us. Young people who feel when you have the opportunity to serve, you abuse your power because you have control over wealth and power. So that is a lesson, and I hope we learn from it, and I hope we will learn from it. That's just all I want to say. But first, after the show, I want to discuss something with you, man.
You ready to pay the consultation fee? We're going higher now. You can't try that too.
You know I'm part of the business.
They may not become shareholder right away.
All right. Okay.
I will call you my brother. I just messing with you. You know you're my buddy.
I know. Just call me a baby chief. Look at what is important.
Yeah, we'll talk, my brother. Trust me.
All right, thank you.
change their mind. When they keep their ground, they change.
On that note, we would like to tell all of our followers, thank you very much for tuning in to the Manefson Abraka Talk Show. Be our guest tomorrow, maybe on Monday. Bye-bye for now.
Mama, no, don't say bye-bye. I'm not close yet. Have I closed? Because they commercial? I'm close. I'm talking about political closure. So my people, you're listening. I told you I say I do this thing for living. This is actually United States. Y'all see this? I hope you can see it good. I'm not too sure you will see it good, but I will tell you. As of 2003, United States as a country have incarcerated in state prison about 1 million plus in state prison. In federal prison, 157,000. County prison, 636,000. We're talking about 2.1 million people in jail in America for wrongdoing. Some people went there as a result of misidentity, but not plenty. Wrongful incarceration or wrongful conviction, and not plenty. And America, look, let me tell you something. They do not regret anything to put you in jail once you go through the court. If you did something wrong, we should not be worrying about that peace job we are talking about. We must keep the peace. The best way you can keep the peace in Liberia and will stop people from doing wrong, for us to get sustainable, when maintaining peace, we must hold people accountable for their stewardship. When people do bad, we don't need to use our government office. We don't need to use our influence. We don't need to use our family connection to the government. All that stuff not right. It's a short term. It will not make any country to be better. When people do wrong, let us create an enabling environment. From police, through Minister of Justice, process them through court. If the court say they're free, they're free. If the court say they're not free, they must serve the punishment. And you know what? Liberia is a dominant Christian country. That's true. Even in Christianity, those of us that go to the mosque, nothing go free. Okay? The Bible says no sin go unpunished, and every forgiveness is predicated upon repentance. That repentance is for you to regret your action. When you go to jail for 9 months or 10 months or 2 years, 3 years, you regret it. Right in America, they do the same thing. You exhibit good behavior, the government through the Code Minister of Justice will pull you on parole. You get out. How can our children go into school in Liberia? Especially Catholic school. When you misbehave, the school punish you. When in fact you're not going to the Catholic school, you won't get good conduct, they put not taking your child. Public school used to be like that, it's no more like that. Our children can literally cutting the trouser halfway. They go to school, they go to bluff, they're not doing nothing better. You know why? Because just we are succeeded without learning anything in school, and they only want to play football behind the house, and they think they will be like George where everybody will not be the same. So my people, all I got to tell you tonight, my people, I'm happy, and I'm very sure you are happy. We won the presidency, we continue to win. Today is another victory for Liberia. On behalf of justice, this is another win for justice. And we know this justice will continue to come, even before Joe Walker take the seat. And then we can handle it domestically. And some of us will be sitting right here. Somebody called me from Pennsylvania, friend said, what you will do now? I can guarantee you 6 months. I said, maybe not 6 months. By the time Joe Walker take that oath of office, I start counting. We will come here and we will see it. Because Liberia is bigger than all of us. And Liberia and Liberians must survive. It shouldn't be the way it has been for the last 6 years. AB, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you to our audience. Today, we are happy, and I know we'll continue to be happy. Let me dream of things.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom fighters.
What kind of people they so?
They are freedom